from wilderness to wonder. Beloved, today I speak to you on a journey every child of destiny must pass through from wilderness to wonder. The wilderness is a place of testing, training, and transformation, but it is never the final destination. God always leads his people from desolation into demonstration, from barrenness into abundance, from pain into promise. The wilderness is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to prepare you. It is in the wilderness that God strips away false supports, so that He alone becomes your source. It is in the wilderness that you learn to depend on manna from heaven, water from the rock, and the fire of God's presence. The Bible says in Deuteronomy 8:2, and you shall remember that the Lord your God led you all the way these 40 years in the wilderness to humble you and test you, to know what was in your heart, whether you would keep His commandments or not. The wilderness reveals the heart, but the wonder reveals the glory. Look at Israel. They wandered 40 years in the desert, but God never abandoned them. Their shoes did not wear out, their clothes did not fade, and every day heaven supplied them with food. What was God doing? He was teaching them that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from His mouth. He do it. 8:3. Beloved, if you are in a wilderness season where doors seem shut, prayers delayed, and life feels dry, remember that wilderness seasons are wombs of wonders. Consider Joseph. His wilderness was betrayal, slavery, and prison. But that wilderness births a wonder, the throne of Egypt. In Genesis 41-41, Pharaoh declared, "See, I have set you over all the land of Egypt." What looked like rejection became redirection. Consider Moses. He spent 40 years in the wilderness of Midian, tending sheep. But it was in that wilderness that he encountered the burning bush, the place where his destiny was ignited. Out of obscurity, God raised him as a deliverer. Consider Jesus Christ. Before his public ministry, he was led by the Spirit into the wilderness for 40 days. Luke 4:1-2. He was tested, but he triumphed. And when he returned, the Bible says in Luke 4:14, Jesus returned in the power of the Spirit, and news of him went out through all the surrounding region. Wilderness birthed his manifestation. Therefore, do not despise your wilderness. The wilderness is the bridge to the wonder. Without the wilderness, there can be no promised land. Without Gethsemane, there can be no resurrection morning. Child of God, hear me. Your tears in the wilderness will become testimonies in the wonder. Your pain in the wilderness will become power in the wonder. Your waiting in the wilderness will become wonderful fulfillment when God opens your Jordan. God declares in Isaiah 43:19, "Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall you not know it? I will even make a road in the wilderness and rivers in the desert." This means no wilderness is too dry for God to transform. He specializes in creating wonders in wasteland. He can take your rejection and make it your redirection. He can take your dry ground and cause it to blossom like the rose. Beloved, your story is shifting. Just as He led Israel out of Egypt, through the wilderness, and into Canaan, so He will lead you. The same God who turned Sarah's barrenness into laughter, who turned Hannah's tears into a prophet named Samuel, who turned David's cave into a palace, will turn your wilderness into wonder. But here's the key. Do not give up in the wilderness. Do not die in transition. The wilderness is temporary, but the wonder is eternal. The Bible says in Psalm 126:1-3, "When the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. Then was our mouth filled with laughter, and our tongue with singing. Then said they among the heathen, The Lord has done great things for them. The Lord has done great things for us, whereof we are glad. Your wonder will be so great that people will say, this is the doing of the Lord. So I declare over you, every wilderness of lack shall become a wonder of abundance. Every wilderness of delay shall become a wonder of divine acceleration. Every wilderness of loneliness shall become a wonder of covenant relationships. Every wilderness of weakness shall become a wonder of strength. Hold on, keep trusting, keep walking. The same God who was with you in the fire, in the pit, and in the desert is the God who will bring you to your promised land. Conclusion: from wilderness to wonder is the journey of faith. You are being processed, not punished. You are being refined, not rejected. And soon, like Israel, you will stand in your promised land and declare, this is the Lord's doing. It is marvelous in our eyes. Psalm 118-23. I prophesy today, your wilderness is closing and your wonder is opening.